Congressman Derek Van Orden is speaking out after a threat to cut federal funding for Eau Claire.
It's tied to comments over Charlie Kirk. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is in the newsroom with more. Grace.
Derek Van Orden says federal funding shouldn't go to anyone that employs people who condone political violence. That's according to a new bill he's proposing. The legislation would prohibit federal funding for entities that employ people who condone and celebrate political violence and domestic terrorism. It comes after 2 Eau Claire City Council members commented on the death of Charlie Kirk.
If they have people in leadership that are saying this stuff in public, what are they saying in private? How will they skew the funds to help people who share their political beliefs if they're willing to mock the assassination of a conservative?
In a statement to News 8 Now, a spokesperson for the city said, quote, Congressman Van Orden has been an important partner in securing federal aid for our region, such as funding for our new PFAS removal facility that will provide clean water to our 70,000 plus residents. We hope and expect that federal funding will not be impacted. The city currently is constructing a $20 million plant to help remove PFAS from drinking water. $2 million of that comes from the 2024 congressional budget. Van Orden says his goal isn't to punish the community or members of the opposing party, but to put an end to violent rhetoric.
We must reward good behavior and we must punish bad behavior. That's a basic tenet of having a functioning society.
Madison area Representative Mark Pocan says punishing people for online comments violates their First Amendment right.
You can say stupid things. That's one of the maybe great things of this country, but you have the right to have that speech. No one should ever be hurt or killed because of that speech, but you also shouldn't lose your job or threaten funding.
Van Orden says it's not a violation of the First Amendment as it falls under a U.S. Code subsection that defines terrorism.
Advocating for terrorism is not protected speech.
One attorney says the subsection covers unprotected speech related to terrorism but doesn't apply to the comments made by Eau Claire City officials.
There is unprotected speech where you can't call for somebody's assassination. The bill itself penalizes people for engaging in protected speech, speech that is ambiguous at best.
Zacher says the bill also violates federalism.
We have state governments and local governments who should be allowed to elect their own officials who speak their mind and are subject to the will of the electorate, not somebody in Washington.
Van Orden says he's received support for the bill already and hopes his colleagues see it as a bipartisan issue. Reporting in the newsroom, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.